Today, we're back with session 2 of this 4-part live series where we're discussing what it is to be a homeowner or the home buying process in the state of Michigan. So last week, if you missed it, we had a first session. And during that first session, what we discussed was, is it actually affordable in the state of Michigan? And that's where we learned about the median home price in the state of Michigan right now, how much you can be expecting to be paying on a property if it's your first time. Today, we're going to go into down payment assistance and what that looks like. How much down payment assistance is available? Do you need 20% down? What is the number that you do need in order to purchase a home today? So a lot of people are thinking that they need 20% to buy a home, and you don't really need 20% anymore. That is, if you would say, a myth. And when I say that it's a myth, it's because 20% down would be needed if you were, say, going to finance this loan out of yourself. You're paying everything. It's a type of contract term. But if you're not, and you're going to be using something a little more conventional, like a conventional mortgage loan or an FHA loan or a VA loan, then that means you're going to have down payment assistance opportunities of about 3% to 3.5, or from 3.5 to 3 to 5%, basically. So for those of you that don't know, I'm Derrick Coleman. I'm the Realtor with Social House Group, and I help people buy, sell, and understand real estate here in the state of Michigan. Now, one thing I've learned working with first-time home buyers is that most of the people are not lacking motivation. They're lacking information. That's why this information about that down payment assistance program being available for those of you looking to use conventional FHA or VA loans is something that you must know so that you can save the most money in this home buying process. Now, most loans, like I said, will come conventionally with 3.5% to 5% down. The biggest mistake you can be making right now is thinking that you need $60,000 of reserve funds in the bank to use as a down payment. You do not. Now, if you've heard that myth before, go ahead and drop a comment in the comments, and I'll follow up with you on your own specific game plan to purchase a home in your specific zip code. Now, right now, people are actually paying for costs at closing that include down payments, assistance, closing costs, earnest money deposits, inspection costs, and sometimes appraisal-related expenses. So what I thought would be helpful would be to give you some actual numbers to kind of think about, right? So what I've done is I've pulled up, and at some point I'm going to get tech savvy enough to show you guys this from, while on the computer screen. So bear with me as I try to get this open. So anyway, let's say you were purchasing a $377,000 home, right? $377,000, that's the price of the home. When you go to look at additional costs that you're going to have to pay, right? Some of those costs are going to include loan charges to the mortgage company. That amount for a $377,000 home came to $803. Then you have your processing fee to the mortgage company. That's $1,095. You have an underwriting fee to the mortgage company. That's $895. Additional charges that you may inquire are going to be a $59 credit report fee. That's because they have to check and make sure you can afford the home. The flood certification if you're in a flood zone. And then premium. And that is going to vary, of course, depending on the mortgage lender, company you go to. You're also going to have other things like any assessments that they had to do. Again, the homeowner insurance, property tax, you may have to pay that during closing or in advance, or settle the difference on there from the proration. So it's just a lot of things that come into play when you go to purchase a home, costs that people are not thinking about. And those costs that I just named off can get pretty hefty. I said $800 twice. That's $1,600 already, plus another $1,000 to the mortgage company for processing. That's $3,000 right there, not including any premiums or additional costs. So again, it's very important that you understand these additional hidden fees that might be layered in when you go to purchase a home, because it's not just about the price of the home. You've got to think about the full thing altogether. So those are just some of what the numbers look like. And depending on, your realtor and how much you all negotiate, what concessions are being thrown into the order or into the purchase, and then what assistance program you go with is going to determine how much cash you actually need at closing. And you see, that's why strategy matters, because for me, I have a robust team. And not only do we have great lending options, we have awesome down payment assistance programs. I've got a website, and I'll drop that link in here later, or you can reach out to me, send me a DM, and I'll get it right over to you. And that link essentially will give you a rundown of all the down payment assistance programs that you would qualify for in the state of Michigan. So if you've got a property that you're looking for over in Taylor, I've got a program that's going to run the numbers for you, tell you you've got 13 programs you qualify for. And then from there, we're going to sort through even further to see which one will give you the best outcome for you to save money, but purchase a home at the same time. So it's great when you're working with me, because again, I've got a robust team on the lending side, the credit side, the home search side. I'm going to find it for you. And if you're interested in listing, that's a whole other ballgame, but that's definitely something we can talk about. Now, I've also heard people in conversations say that they need years to prepare, or they need time to get ready so that they can purchase a home. Well, I want to let you know right now, if you're waiting to take time to get ready to purchase a home, you've already lost the opportunity to purchase that home. If you haven't noticed, things are only getting harder out here. So that means mortgage rates are going to be going up and down. The home market is going to be up and down. Things are going to be volatile. So if you want to move now. You want to put your best foot forward, start planning, because it all comes back to a strategy, which is a planning game, right? If we plan this out, there's no reason we won't win. Now, If you want, I can send you information about possible home payment, down payment assistance programs for you. Just drop a comment in the comments and let me know you want it, okay? And I'll send it to you. Now, back to some more mistakes that people are saying right now when it comes to purchasing a home, thinking that they need 20% down as a down payment. You do not need 20% down to buy a home. You can buy a home with as little as 3% down. In some instances, you can buy a home with 1% down. It just depends on your particular situation. So again, it's very imperative that we get together to discuss your specific criteria and what you qualify for. So, some buyers are thinking like they want to just change their whole lifestyle, right? They want to go from where they're at now as far as where they're living, what they're driving, the things they do day to day. And you don't want to make any moves like that before you purchase your home. You want to get the home out of the way and then bring everything else up to speed. So please, please, please do not go finance a new car or max out any of your credit cards. Don't quit your job. Definitely don't start spending frivolously on decor and home furnishings. And then don't move money around. Like, don't be suspicious with it, right? You can't really buy a home with under the mattress money. So if you are looking to utilize that savings you've had growing and, the TV from 1993, like, let's talk about a game plan, because it's going to make it a little hard to get the lending from the bank if we're doing it that way. Now, some other things about this down payment assistance. Again, you don't need 20% down. I have programs that are available for you anywhere in the state of Michigan. I have over 1,000 programs. So depending on you, you might qualify for 4 programs. And we realize that 2 of them you can do at the same time. Wouldn't that be amazing? So give me a call. Let's talk about the options you have. And what I want to urge you is, please, please, please do not rely entirely on TikTok comments for your mortgage advice. I know I'm even coming to you on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and everything, but I'm giving you information. And if you reach out to me, I'll also give you the resources so that you can back up this information, so that you can know that this is true, viable information that you can utilize in your home ownership journey. So if it's one thing you take away from this little live today, is that I'm not going to give you the BS, okay? I'm going to cut it to you straight. We're going to get to the answers. And don't assume home ownership is impossible because you don't have 20% down. Like, it's very, very, very possible with 3% down. And credit, okay, we can discuss that too. That's another game plan or another situation that we can get into, but it's not as hard as you think, so don't be deterred. There are buyers purchasing homes every single day in Michigan with smart planning, proper guidance, and realistic expectations. So get in touch, because planning is the key. If you want help understanding what you might qualify for or what your monthly payment might look like, possible down payment assistance programs, or what next steps to take, then go ahead and send me a message with the word game plan, or drop the word game plan in the chat, and I'll go ahead and get you a plan set up. It's no pressure. I don't have a sales pitch for you. I'm just happy to point you in the right direction, give you the information and the resources you need so that you can make the best decision for your home ownership journey. Again, I want to thank y'all for joining me. We're doing this live session, just quick, brief sessions, just to give you basic information about purchasing a home in the state of Michigan if it's your first time or you haven't done it in a really long time. Again, there are several programs and platforms out there to make this easy for us to do, where we're not coming out of your pocket in savings entirely. We're not going to break the bank to build a home, but we are going to get you in a home with a strategic game plan. And we're going to make sure that you and anybody else in your family can also jump in on this path to wealth, which is through home ownership. So I don't know why the yellow brick road keeps jumping in my head, or I keep seeing Dorothy just frolicking down the yellow brick road, but you guys need to come on down the yellow brick road. Let me lead you to the whiz, and we're going to get the answers we need to get you into a home tomorrow. So let's start the process today with Derrick Coleman, the Realtor, your favorite realtor here in the state of Michigan. Give me a call, because I'm not helping you BS around. I'm not going to give you play this waiting game or tag. We're going to find out exactly what you need dollar-wise to put down for a home in the zip code that you would like. Again, thanks for joining me, y'all. We're coming back again for this on Tuesday. I believe we're going to do this again Tuesday. Don't quote me on the schedule, but I believe it is Tuesday. So check the comments. I'll post it there. Pay attention to my Facebook page. Join me on YouTube, where I'll keep posting everything and keeping you current on Michigan real estate homes that are available. I just put a list out today of the about 50 homes that just hit the market in Wayne County, and they range anywhere from $50,000 all the way up to about $300,000. So if you are interested in purchasing something, a home, a first-time home buyer, an investment opportunity, I urge you to head over, check out that link, because these properties will not last long in Wayne County, especially those in the sought-after areas of Plymouth, Northville, Canton Township, Ann Arbor. They are going fast. If you're interested in Farmington Hills, I actually have a 5-bedroom, 4-bath listing that is available for you right now. So give me a call. We can set up a private showing tour, get you some accoutrements of the home and all that good stuff. And yeah, so anyway, Derrick Coleman, the Realtor, y'all, signing out. Check you Tuesday. Bye. See ya.